Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Happy Accidents. This is Sleepless Illustrator coming at you with another video this week. Um, I'm actually, I know I say I have a treat for you every week, but this guy's got a real doozy for you as well, as always. This week we're gonna be drawing a creature from one of my favorite games, one of my ultimate favorite games. And I'm about to from Resident Evil 4, and I tell you guys, this is one of my most. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. My brother-in-law a while back when I was a kid gave me the first Resident Evil. The first one I ever played was actually the remake, and then I played the other ones, and then Resident Evil 4 came out, which is all my friends will tell you that Resident Evil 4 is my all-time favorite game, guys. Pretty much like the best game I've ever played in my entire life, and I basically played it on just about every system, with the exception of the VR, which I hope to do one day. Yeah, but I even have it on my phone, if you can believe it. It doesn't work anymore. The app's kind of outdated. But yeah, of course I downloaded it on my iPhone, but while when it came out. So yep. But yeah, I played it just about every system. It's just one of my all-time favorite games, guys. I love it. I've beaten it. I've modded it. I've played. I've used the cheat codes and all kinds of stuff. Had fun with the game. I've done all kinds of cool stuff with the game. So yeah, I thought this week. Oh, the reason why I should have mentioned this obviously, but this week they're finally adding the separate ways and downloadable content for the remake that just came out, last March. So I thought this week I'd draw a creature from the game. The if you guys haven't read the title, if you guys aren't shitting your pants like I am, the Regenerators. Yeah, one of the scariest creatures by far in the Resident Evil series. So yeah, let's get started. It's just some background. I'm gonna get started on this, guys, because I'm a little late in this video. But I've already drawn a little ahead. So. But yeah, today's Tuesday, guys. I know normally upload a video on I normally upload a video Thursdays, but because of this, I'm going to be playing the game. I'm going to be playing the game possibly Thursday when it comes out. I believe it's coming out in a few days. So I just didn't want to be caught playing that. So we're just going to be basically drawing this creature from. Let's see, I'm getting the basic sketch in. Just I'm going to be drawing this guy right now, and I'll just upload the video later in the week, guys. So this is going to be a real cool one. And I'm just going to be drawing the creature from basically from both games. It's kind of like a combination, so nothing really specific. It's virtually the same creature, you know? So, but yeah, to get some background on this character, guys, it's basically the one you face on the third island. I mean, the third level, which is the island. And it's a very experimental, creepy thing that it's basically it's named after its ability. It regenerates. So, yeah. So when you blow off limb, it has these tiny parasites that are invisible that you have to blow off in the game. You use the infrared scope to find them, and yeah, basically and then they can grab onto you and they latch onto you. They can stretch out their arms. Just really friggin' creepy. So yeah. So I'm just getting the basic drawing is, guys. Nothing really too fancy. This is just gonna be like a short drawing. Well, not a short drawing, but I mean just kind of a. This is something I've done in. So you just draw in the body, guys. I'm just gonna be drawing in like a regular human body. That's kind of what he is. I don't really like the ones in the remake. They got kind of a I don't want to say kind of a weird butt thing going there. So what you want to do for this, guys, is just start up by drawing the just the basic body, and I'm just shrinking the drawing as I go along. So and he's kind of these gangle arms. So. Just like we're drawing a superhero, guys. Nothing we haven't done a million times before. So they make these creepy sounds. Yeah, I can't do it. My friend does it, but ugh, God, I can still hear him. But yeah, guys, Resident Evil 4, my all-time favorite games. I had a guide. I can't remember what I did with the guide, but it got lost when I was moving a few years back. So scary guy, guys. Scary guy. Let's work on the pièce de résistance. kind of like drawing Venom, guys. We're gonna give him. I'm gonna start by trying to give him. I got a little bit of a nose and then some eye sockets. Always remember, guys, when you're turning the head, this eye always see less of whatever side you're on. So if you're turning the head, I got kind of an angle going here. Always make sure eyes, one eye, whatever eye you can see the most from the angle. That's the eye you can see the most. That's when you see, and then you'll see less this one. So you have to learn, you have to figure out how to foreshorten that eye. And foreshorten is a term I've got to really explain, but foreshortening, guys, is a term, you know, and we mostly use in comic books, especially. But you know, it's always in other kind of, oh, excuse me, it's always in any kind of art where you're drawing basically to draw things in perspective from different. So you guys don't notice this, you know, in your daily lives, but you always see, you know, look at anything, cars, buildings, oops, and you'll see things from different angles. You'll see a building, and it looks weird, but normally you don't see that kind of stuff. And you normally don't see that kind of stuff the way the buildings turn. It doesn't look right, but see, that's the way that's the way things should look in real life because nothing is perfect, guys. So if you see a building and you can only see one half, that's from your perspective that you're looking at something. So we're just gonna kind of give him like a little muscle body. Right now, I'm just using the pencil tool, guys. I'm just kind of sketching like I normally sketch. That's kind of got a rib cage one thing here. And he's just like a, because I'm assuming this was probably like a human at some point, so he's kind of, right now they're more of a humanoid kind of thing, so we're just kind of like mutilating his body a little. So stick with the basic human anatomy if you're not sure on this character, but really just kind of exaggerate a little. You know, give him the normal arms, a little clanky arms, but too bad. But he's still like humanoid, so we got to make sure they still like looks like a human. Got little claws. And for the fingers, guys, for the hand of the angle I'm drawing, this is another example of foreshortening. So you only see this part of the hand. But see, you can draw in little fingers on the side here, and then you've got your... Because normally you wouldn't see these kind of the whole hand, so this is good enough. And he doesn't really have a winky dink. Just kind of drawing in. Yeah, I don't like the way this... I want to open his mouth up a little wider. I'm gonna try this, guys. If I don't like his mouth wet, I want to, I'm just gonna close it. Hang on. Just like drawing Venom on large teeth. Tease the teeth. God, I hate these guys. Yeah, you find them in the laboratory area, so remember, guys, what I showed you, you can see the mouth from here, so you gotta draw a little bit more teeth on the side that kind of shows the other side of the mouth. And I'll hammer out those teeth. But that's basically it. Oh. Oh. These guys creep. They've made Resident Evil fans scared to pick up their controllers. I kind of going for the ones from the original Resident Evil. I think they have more better details. I didn't really like the ones in the new ones because they didn't like these guys all had veiny bodies and things kind of going on. Even with the graphics, you can still tell there was some texture to it. And the remake, they just kind of made them blubbery. There was no texture, nothing really like I don't know, just course, they're still terrifying. I'm just saying that, like, I think the believe it or not, I believe the original, as you know, different graphics back then. I think the original had it like a lot better, just for these guys. You know, it's still a great game, guys. I love all the games. I love, you know, I'm totally gonna, you know, I'm totally enjoying the new one. So just give him like a normal neck. I exaggerated a little bit more muscle. Just have fun with this guy, guys. He's kind of a, you know, unique creature. He is. He's one of the, you know, totally original from Resident Evil, and you don't see it coming. So that's why I kind of like him. You know, I think we have room for his other hand. I'm not gonna draw his legs, guys. I'm just gonna, because I'm gonna ink him in about. I'm just getting a little. Like I said, hands. You don't have to emphasize as much. Draw little fingers, you know. And yeah, he's kind of slumped over, so let's bring him back up. Uh, Try to fit him in this frame, guys. So maybe I can draw a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to. I don't want to get too far from. Mainly like the head. I wanted to do. I thought it would have been cool to do like a close up. Details, details. Nope. All right. Just like drawing band. That's why I kind of stick with what I'm good at, guys. Not that you should be in your own comfort zone, but I've drawn Venom quite a few times, and I've drawn lots of characters with teeth. I mean, I drew. I wanted to do the same thing with Megalodon. I'm actually not happy. I may actually end up coming up with another one, guys. That may be a project I may stream because I didn't really like how that came out. But it's no big deal. Best thing about art, guys, I can always go back. Remember, I told you that's what this show's all about. So I hope you guys are drawing along with me, and don't ever get discouraged. I wanted to add more teeth. This is just remember, this is just a guide, guys. Whenever I do a drawing, I always change things up. This is why, guys, uh, I'd be a terrible penciler for whoever's inking for me. I mostly do my own inks myself on my computer. I never really have anyone follow my work. So, because the whole point of the artist is to let the inker and everyone else know what they want. And unfortunately, that's not me. So, and this guy's okay if he's a little misshapen, a little gangly. He's the funny thing is he's not technically in a way he is a failed experiment, but they still made him useful. You know, just he's more like an enforcer, I think, character. Just use him to, you know, or many of them, more than one, obviously. Gonna add a little. He does have a bit of a nose. Okay. Not much on this side, so. Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue. We'll give him a tongue. Look like he has a. Wesker. Ugh, God. Why am I drawing this, guys? The one creature gave me nightmares. Next to ET, it's one of my most scary creatures, and yes, I'm afraid of ET. All my friends' teeth. Especially since I work out in Universals. Now, how does that work? It's a childhood thing, guys. I had a scary dream once about ET, and it never like practically traumatized me. Still to this day, I can't watch the movie. It's too bad because I do kind of like the movie ET. I just don't like him. I don't know. I'm hoping one day I can get over that phobia. So now you all know my secret. Better not see any freaking ETs. Very funny, guys. Alright, we all have our Halloween, guys. Sort of. I haven't even decorated yet, so. Got my decorations. So. But yeah, guys, back to the drawing. I realized, I actually got some criticism from a friend. I'll talk about. I don't really explain much to drawings, and I apologize, guys, because I really, I hope you guys understand. Like most of the time, I don't script these videos, not yet, and I think that's because I want everything to be spontaneous. Because that's what these drawing. I don't want you guys to be so focused. See, the thing is, if I come out here and I have a whole script, I have things that I write down that I stick with, and sometimes I go off those things, but the problem is, guys, if I script everything, it's not gonna be as natural, and you guys aren't gonna be. I promise you guys, because everything here is spontaneous. All these drawings, are just kind of me winging it. And it's not that I don't care. Believe me, a lot of planning goes into these videos. But I just want you guys to understand that you're gonna be so. And a couple of people have this problem. I know a few people have this problem that they're so afraid to start something, they don't start anything. If I did that, guys, I promise you I would never have another video for you guys again. If I had everything, I'm not saying you guys make a plan. Of course you make a plan. I'm not saying that, but most of the time it just never works out the way I want anyway. So, or either better or worse. But I just want you guys to don't get stuck. Don't be caught up on the planning so much, because sometimes even I plan too much and it just never, But anyway, I just wanted to explain. Not making excuses. My friend wasn't gonna have excuses. I don't have excuses. Remember, guys, there's no challenges in life, just opportunities. Always remember that. Nothing is impossible. Trust me, if it was, I wouldn't be sitting here. I never thought I'd be doing this, guys. I never thought. I swear, when I was in art school, I never thought I'd pick up a computer ever. I swear to God, guys, I never. All my colleagues in college and stuff, they were all switching over. I was still doing a pencil and paintbrush and all that. It was taking me days to do my work, and they, not saying it was always better or worse, but if I had done things a little bit more differently, and I took a few computer classes, that's kind of the reason why I'm able to do this. Thank God, that's where I learned. But I never thought I'd be using this, ever again. So I'm telling you guys, never say never. Get the collarbone in there, because still, remember, guys, just follow some basic anatomy here, and back to the drawing. I don't want to be lecturing guys, but yeah. So we're just doing some basic anatomy. This creature, he's just a body, nothing more, nothing less. That's why didn't think it would take this long. But we're just doing some cross hatching to fill in the body, and I think it works because I'm trying to keep the curvature of his body. I don't want it to be too perfect. I want it adds some texture, giving you a headache. Yeah, not too bad. This will be a short drawing after all. But the thing of it is, guys, I don't do. I want you guys to see the basics of it. I mean, I know my drawings, if they're not as good. I mean, I look at these and I'm not really too happy with them, but I can't be drawing like too many details because that's the problem with artists nowadays is that you guys, these are educational for you guys. You know, when I start doing the and I will be doing live stream, guys. I promise you that's coming. I'm just figuring some stuff out. But when those start to come, those will be like amazing drawings. You know, like those are where you guys will really see what you know. Like, why don't I show it now? Because guys, I don't want you guys number one to feel overwhelmed. I don't know who's watching this, kids, adults who want to learn how to draw, whoever. You know, all my videos are for anybody who wants to learn art. If you're watching this video and you're just seeing like how to draw creatures, maybe get inspired by one, by how I draw it. I don't know. But I don't want to be drawing like too much of fancy. I'm trying to do stuff as much as I can where I just draw something, you know, you guys can do in like in mere minutes like I do. You know? Pretty good actually. Not bad. Get a little bit of a rib cage. I'm still following somebody, but like the body I'm looking at, it's just kind of like all over the place. So he's kind of squiggly and twitchy. So like yeah, we got some form of pecs in here and some form of body, you know, some form of a rib cage, but a little bit of abs, but they kind of disappear. And if you guys, I'll let you know a little secret, guys. If you're not sure about like the crotchal region, and this is serious, the crotch area, just add in a bunch of shadows because your legs down here will have shadows anyway. Just because there's just not a lot of light on this edge of your thighs. So, in your pelvic region, kind of where the darkness hits the light. So it's pretty natural to have that. So he has a little bit of a muscle there. Why so? Sorry, guys. I was actually looking at ideas for a Joker costume. I want to go as the bank robber Joker this year. What are you guys dressing up as Halloween? Anyone got any good ideas? Feel free to shout them out. I'm excited for this year. I hope one of my friends, I think they may be having a party. I don't know. I got down to Horror Nights on Sunday and it was great. So, okay. That looks pretty. Let's get another layer in here. Oh, I'm gonna say this real quick, guys. Uh, okay, just in case. You never know. Okay, let's get some shadows. Details. And even though it's just a drawing like this, guys, you can always have details. Like, especially in the mouth, I'm gonna add some shading in here. Remember, like the pumpkin guys, that even in the roof of a mouth, it still has shading, still has texture and lighting. Obviously, there's no lighting in the mouth. Mostly the roof of your mouth, because the light. If, like, let's say you open your mouth, the light would hit the bottom because that's kind of where it's showing more where it hits. So think of it like a cave. That's why it's a little bit darker on the roof of your mouth because there's no light going to be hitting that top if you open your mouth. So just an interesting fact. A little. That's why I'm gonna leave the bottom of the mouth just a little bit. And you can add some cross hatching. A little shadow around the eye. He looks. Hate you. God, I hate this guy. Takes up so much ammo. And we'll just fill in some things about the skull. We'll do a little bit more lines. I'm gonna emphasize like his skin. He's got like these veins. I'm just working on the details across it. I'm trying to add a little bit of tone in the skin. Kind of go crazy with it. Not really. You don't want to overdo it though. Not like that. I think I overdid it. Just on my head here. Actually, I'm gonna erase it. I think that's what was messing me up. Oh, here's. Remember, there's always shadow underneath your chin, so you can always add something like that. I don't want to. And just kind of always add shadows where you can, just to make the drawing a little bit more interesting. Don't forget his gums. Lots of gums because he's got bad teeth. Okay, I get it. I have bad teeth. Remember, guys, it's all about pressure. Inking like this. Whether if you're inking with a computer like this or not. Forehead's kind of. I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Got a little bit of a cave right here. So. I always have trouble figuring out the top of the head. Add a little bit like marks and stuff. Really, this is the drawing, guys. Adding a little bit more details wherever I can. Yeah, a little bit more shadows. And like veins and stuff all over his body. So, crazy doodads going. Remember, guys, shadows always underneath the arms and on the sides, where the light's less hitting it. On your arm, this is where it'd be some shadows. Your body would be casting a shadow. That's kind of where it comes from. I was doing pretty good now. And that's for added bonus, guys. Let's add the little parasite. I know you can't see it, but I'll do that in a minute. That'd be cool. A little parasite on his back. Ooh, that looks pretty fucking nice. Let's do a little bit of one over. Las Plagas. When your affiliation with Las Plagas is complete. Gotta learn how to speak Spanish, guys. I don't want these villagers insulting me in Spanish. Oh, this actually might be a short video. Sorry, guys. I know it's not gonna have long, but I'm sure you guys don't care about that. Oh, don't forget to add shadow. Hands out a little bit more. Good. Actually feels good to get this done in the little week, guys. I'm always stressing like how these videos are going to turn out at the end of the week. You know, Thursday has kind of become like stating my nerves. But I like making these videos for you guys. I just never know. Like I said, I just never know how they're going to turn out. You know, some drawings some better than others. But I like it like that. I'm trying to explain to my friend that I don't have like too much of a plan because I'm not trying to. Rob Ross, when he painted these, these videos, so kind of what I'm emulating in these videos. The reason why I like it so much is that he just did every video. I'm sure you've had a reference. I believe he painted two versions. He had one, and you guys don't see the drawing that I have like in my sketchbook over here. I always do somewhat of a drawing so I know what I'm doing. You know, he always did that. That's so like oh yeah, that's something I do recommend you guys do if you're doing one of these. Always do your thumbnail sketches and things like have things like that going on. But other than that, it really just comes down to in the moment kind of thing because this is a non-stop drawing I'm doing. You know, I try to keep these videos down, and you see how long. Some of you guys know how long these videos have been. So yeah, this is not a face I'd want to mess with. One. A little bit more black on it. I don't feel like you can see them enough. I don't want it to blend in with the mouse, so I'm seeing leave a little bit of white, but I'm gonna. Oh, that's much. Always in a mood. Yeah, get some squiggles going because remember his body's like mutated. He's not a normal human anymore. He's mutated. He's gone. Whatever kind of experiment they did on him. A couple of ribs. By the way, guys, I do don't go as fast as I'm going. I'm just kind of spitballing this, but remember, take your time. Learn to balance your pressure on your pen, both pens, whether if it's computer or if it's all about the pressure. Make or break good lines. I'm just trying to best I can. And just all have it come together, guys. There's a little misshapen head, but it's actually okay. You can leave it again. Alrighty. That's about it, guys. We have our remember, guys. This is a comic book style that we're implementing. A little bit of light lines, kind of distinct. A little bit of a dent in the leg. Not full on cross. Mostly some shadows since I'm just working with lines and. Yeah, this is meant to be for all ages, guys. If you're a teenager, if you're, little kid, whatever, watching my videos and you want to learn how to draw, just kind of fun. Because I always draw, guys, and there's not much I can really explain. It's really just showing you guys. It's all in the technique. I can tell you how to do the certain techniques. I can say, hey, do it this way, but this way I'd rather you guys see it. It's just line work, pressure, and perspective, and anatomy. That's really about it, especially for this character. No. Actually came up pretty good. Oh god, this guy. Yeesh. Alrighty, well I'm gonna end this before I freaking scare myself. Always sign it and date it, guys. There you have it. There's that creepy ass regenerator. Eesh. God almighty, this guy. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be uploading it later in the week, and yeah. And I'm not streaming this week. I already streamed with my buddy last night, so we're pretty much good there. I'm just gonna be playing this, and then I'm just gonna call it a week, guys. Yeah. Thank you for joining. I hope I didn't scare you with this character. It scares the crap out of me. So, I hope you all play Resident Evil 4. Go play it. Great game. Get the content for Separate Ways. You can play as Ada. I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Next week, I am going to be scheduling Chucky because next week the show comes out, and I'm going to be watching that as well. So we got Chucky in the house. Next week's oh, Primary. You know what? Scratch that, guys. I may do Chucky the next week. I'll see if I can find it. I don't know. My bad, guys. Yeah. Either Chucky next week, or I'll find something else and we'll just do Chucky later, because I want that to be coming in that week. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Subscribe. Make sure you share this video, like and subscribe, and tell everyone about it. Trying to spread and grow the channel. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Peace.